What is up, Mighty Nation? Welcome to another episode of Process Server Daily. I'm making this video because I realize there's a lot of you guys that are struggling with how to get new customers. And I just wanted to talk about a few different ways. One, the primary ways, there's only really 4 primary ways to get customers. And so we're going to talk about it today. Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to Process Server Daily, the show where hustle meets strategy in the high-stakes world of process serving. From elite pros to the new servers taking massive action, these are the voices of a rising industry. Hosted by the founder of 123 Legal Support, Mighty Mike Reed. This is your backstage pass to building a profitable process serving empire. Let's get into it.
Okay, we're back. Now listen, we're going to go ahead and dive into this. These 4 things, I'm going to keep it short and simple. The primary way to get new customers as a process serving company is outreach. How do you do that? You can go into their offices, bring little candies. I've talked about that before. Bring flyers and cards and basically build relationships, make connections with them. That's the most obvious way that people can go do it. And it's what I did when I first started my business, Mighty 123 Legal Support. And then later on, when I did ABQ Server, I picked up the phone because I learned and I increased my skills and my ability to talk on the phone, right? So that's outreach. That's one. You can do letters. You can do reaching out directly. They call it cold DMs via LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is. But it's the most effective way of building relationships and making connections with potential customers right away. Okay, that's one. Choose a way, stick to it, get good at it, and just do it over and over and over again until you're making $10,000 a month. That's the first method. Do not go to any other method until that method is dialed, okay? The next one, and this is probably one that most people start with because they think there's some magic ticket, and that is marketing. Okay, marketing gets them to call you. But marketing really, having a good marketing strategy, a good website, a good social media presence, stuff like that, you can't really measure the amount of business that you're getting from it short term. Long term, you can look back on it, have some hindsight, but it's not really an effective way to count on receiving new business, which is wild for me to say that having a marketing company and websites, but it's true. Marketing is a way of, like I'm talking about organic marketing, right? Is a way of getting people to find out who you are and get them to trust you better. Okay, brand loyalty and trust. But there's 1,000,001 different marketing things you can do, okay, that aren't just reaching out to people. They're literally creating a brand, creating content, creating value, and building trust, showing that you are the expert in whatever it is you're talking about in your industry. All right, so that's one. And when it comes to this, it's a basic funnel. Look at a funnel. A funnel, you pour things in the top, and you pour contacts in the top, and then in the bottom, you're going to keep those who resonated with you. And social media is generally at the top. YouTube, so all the different social medias, Facebook. Now TikTok, if you're selling a product, TikTok Shop is like by far the best place to go. It has the best algorithm for finding people who are interested in whatever product you're selling. Similar to Facebook, the way Facebook has always been. So for a service-based industry, having a Google My Business page, right? That's the number one marketing thing. Having a Google My Business page that is connected to your website, and then your website provides great content for Google so that your website will rank better, so that you'll show up in AI search engines, search summaries. That's marketing, okay? So it's very effective, but it's not more effective than sales and reaching out, okay? So outreach, they call it outbound marketing. Inbound marketing is where they call you. So those are the 2 first primary ways that don't cost you a lot of money, okay? The next ways are the third way, and this is where you see the bigger companies like ABC Legal and Serve, all the different service companies, they're using ads. They run ads. They got money. And so if it costs some cities are upwards of $27 per click. $27 per click for the word process server. But when they're charging $250, that's actually a pretty reasonable amount. So you're wondering why they spend so much on ads. Well, they spend $27 a click, and out of 10 clicks, they get one person to hire them. But that one person, it's just a numbers game. One out of those 10 is an attorney or a law firm that's going to start using them repeatedly, not just once. They paid for the ads to get them, and now they get to keep them. Okay. So ads are very effective. They are, but they're expensive. So it's usually not something that you do until you're making, $20,000, $30,000 a month, right? Like we run ads, but I run very targeted ads with very targeted keywords, not general ads like a process server in LA. You're just going to use all of your money immediately because it's an auctioning system. So once you have some extra money to spend, use Mighty Automation tool that I built has the ability to track keywords, turn it off during certain times of the day. It literally tracks all of your ads and how to get the most out of your money for running ads. The final way, and this is really, you're going to hear the word and you're going to think, oh yeah. But before I tell you, it is the best. I know I said sales is one of the best, but this last one is by far the most effective way to get customers as a process serving company, and it is referrals. And the reason why is because when a referral in any industry is the most powerful, but with process serving very specifically, if an attorney recommends you to another attorney, you're in. They don't even think twice. They immediately hire you. And this is why it's so important that I teach my team, if you get an attorney, a law firm, you give them the white glove treatment. It's not even just for their business, keep their business, of course. We want to provide a great service. But I will refund them every other day if I have to, because they're going to recommend me over the course of their career when they go into litigation against other attorneys, when they rub shoulders at the different events they go to, whatever. They will swear by my company. And when they do, that other company is going to call us. And we get them all the time. We get new customers all the time that hire us because, oh, so-and-so said you guys were the best. That's the game. That's the model. And they're willing to pay whatever. We have clients who pay $700, $500, all the time, like for one service, because it's a nationwide service. They don't want to have to worry about trying to find somebody in some other area. But that's why I built Mighty Process Server, to give them more confidence in hiring somebody local, that there's also this platform, Mighty Process Server, that will help manage the job and help them have more confidence that their job will actually get completed. So if you have questions about how to build your process serving business, the best place to go is the 10K challenge. If you haven't started or you're not making any money right now, that's the best place to start. The 10K challenge will walk you through step by step how to look at your local market, how to compare and figure out what pricing you should use. Because I literally I call local competitors in the Albuquerque market where I started my second company, ABQ Server. And I call attorneys. I got an attorney on the phone to tell me all the things he hated about his current process server. And it's what we continue to hear from clients. They didn't communicate. They had one job, get it served. They got it served, but then they took 2 weeks to deliver the proof of service, and the court date had already passed. And so he was just so frustrated just telling me about all of this. And I'm telling you, those 4 primary ways of getting a customer: pick up the phone and start dialing, call the attorneys in your local market. There's only so many, right? It's not like there's a million and then tomorrow there's another million. It's however many there are in your local market that practice the type of law that you want to specialize in. Specialize in one type of law first. Civil division, family division, whatever it is. Learn everything about it. And then target those attorneys. Reach out to them, call them, make friends with them, take them to lunch, create events around what they do. If they're having a paralegal luncheon, sponsor it. What's it going to cost you? $1,000, maybe $400 or $500 to sponsor a luncheon or some conference. it's worth it because you're going to get in front of all of these people. So sales is the first one. Marketing, running ads, and referrals. Focus on those 4 methods and you will build a business that will pay all of your bills. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. My team, I've been making lots of software how-to videos, and my team told me, Mike, we need more marketing videos. So this is what you get. Thank you guys so much. Let me know if you have any questions. Go build something that you can be proud of. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Take care. Be safe as always. Live mighty.